Hi, tonight's video is going to be about Donald Trump, NATO, and Vladimir Putin. Also, Theresa May and Angela Merkel, and a couple other things at the end. Donald Trump recently visited Angela Merkel. It went over well as far as I'm concerned on the alternative right, but for Angela Merkel, it was a disaster. He personally told her that she is owned by the Russians. That's not good. Now, after he met with Angela Merkel, he continued to visit Theresa May, and it wasn't much better with her at all either. It was probably even worse because Donald Trump said that her main rival, Boris Johnson, would make a great leader for England. That didn't go over well either. Donald Trump continued. He visited Scotland, his personal golf course, where he played around. Then he went, that was in Scotland. Then he went to Finland and met Vladimir Putin, where he didn't even bring up the 12 indicted people for the Russian collusion that are wanted for trial in America up with Vladimir Putin. I'm glad he didn't. I don't believe any of that I believe it's all hogwash, and I believe it has a lot to do with Syria and the fact that there was no gas attacks, and Assad is really our friend and not our enemy. It goes very deep. But that's that there. Now, at the same time, this was covering up a lot that's been going on with Supreme Court. People haven't been talking about Brett Kavanaugh, the pro-life candidate that doesn't believe that sitting presidents should be indicted, is about to be part of the Supreme Court. That's a big issue there too. And also the peace plan for Palestine that Trump is supposed to be bringing up. Where is it? So there's a lot going on. But the meeting with Vladimir Putin, as far as I'm concerned, was a great success. I believe we should be friends with Russia. I believe they probably did hack into our election, just like we hacked into theirs. And we got caught doing it in Germany before. Remember, Obama got caught actually tapping Angela Merkel's phone. These are things much more serious than the possibility of slightly swaying an election that would not have affected the outcome at all. So that's something to think about there. It's much better to be friends with the big powerful countries, but stand your ground. Stick up for yourself like Donald Trump is. Donald Trump is showing himself as a powerful, great leader to the Europeans. They may not like him, but they fear him. And they know he's possibly telling the truth. Now, there's something to think about too. Don't take everything literally the way Trump says it. He looks at things in the big picture. So, in general, he's telling the truth, but not technically. That's the way I look at it anyways. And I consider that good. A good thing. Now, there's a few other things that have been going on too. Now, this whole thing with what I was talking about, meeting up with the leaders and making America look great and powerful, as far as I'm concerned, that's only one thing too. We also can't forget that Scott Pruitt, the EPA director, resigned. That position has to be filled also. There's going in the Supreme Court vote, I already told you that's going to be huge. In Canada, right across the northern border, all the towns, they're having their mayoral elections. And the Conservatives are winning, which is great news. And we know what's been going on with the German elections and the Theresa May. The conservatives are winning. And don't forget the Hammond pardon. That was good news too. When that family finally got pardoned, when the Bundys were already, charges dropped. Why weren't the charges dropped on the Hammonds? That's the way I look at it. The tariff war, I hope Trump doesn't back down on that with, China. But I'm looking out to see what this is going to be interesting. When it comes to light, the Palestine peace plan that Donald Trump says he has when he was running. So, until next time, this is Brett Douglas. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.